Crafter. I want to say thank you to all my subscribers. You are so deeply appreciated. And thanks to all my new subscribers. And hello and welcome to the family. And if you're just stopping by today, I want to thank you also for watching. So let's get started. DIY number one. Here are the supplies that you need for this DIY project. I have some apple barrel paint in Key West, also some Waverly Antique Wax. I also have apple barrel paint in white. I have a scrap piece of wood. I also have a Nautical wind chime, and that's from Dollar Tree. And I also have 21 tumbling tower blocks from Dollar Tree. Now, the first thing that I did was I took the tumbling tower blocks and I took 4 blocks and glued them together. I made 2 sets of 4, 2 sets of 3. No, I'm sorry, 3 sets of 3 and 4 single tumbling tower blocks. And I'm using super glue wood glue from Dollar Tree along with some hot glue. And the wood glue is for a permanent hold and the hot glue is for a temporary hold or a quick hold. Now the next thing that I did after I had my 2 sets of 4 and my 3 sets of 3 tumbling tower blocks, I took the Waverly Antique Wax, I brushed it on and I wiped it off with a paper towel to stain all of the pieces. And I set those aside to dry. Next thing that I did was I took the scrap piece of wood and I gave it a couple of coats of the Key West paint. And I set that aside to dry, and I took the wooden nautical wind chime. I took it apart and I picked out 2 of the pieces that I was going to use for the projects. And the first one that I cut out was the shell. And I gave it a coat of the apple barrel paint in white. I set that aside and then I went back to the tumbling tower blocks to create a frame. And how I created a frame, I took the 2 3-piece sets vertical and I hot glued the 2 2-piece sets horizontal at the top, the bottom, and the middle, and I created a frame. And after that was done, the next thing that I did was I took the 4 single tumbling tower blocks and I glued 1 to each 4 corners. And this is how your frame should look after you've done those steps. And after the glue had adhered, I took the scrap wood piece, and I hot glued it in the center of the frame. And then I took the seashell and I hot glued it in the center of the scrap wood piece. And my eyes were happy, but I wanted to add some embellishments to give the plaque a little more character and a lot of definition. So what I did was I added some nautical rope on the two corners, top and bottom. I gave it a nautical rope hanger, and I have these beaded garland from Dollar Tree, and they have little anchors and little starfish. So I decided that I wanted to use those to embellish with. So I cut the pieces that I wanted off of the garland, and I put the rest of the garland aside to use later in another project. And I decided to take some of this, I call it netting ribbon, from Dollar Tree, and I decided to also embellish it with some of that ribbon. Actually, I was picturing, the fishing nets that they use, and they have them like on the boats and stuff. That's kind of like what brought me to that, the ribbon. I was thinking about the fishing net. And I think it's cute. And all I did was position it the way I thought I liked it. And I used some hot glue for that. And I just hot glued it to the back of the plaque. And this DIY project is done. My eyes are totally happy now. And there it is. And as you can see, I added an anchor to the top and an anchor to the bottom of the frame. And I think this came out absolutely beautiful. Leave me a comment, guys. Let me know what you think. And I hope you like it as much as I do. DIY number 2. Okay, I have the same exact supplies that I had in DIY number 1. I did the same exact steps as DIY number 1. The only thing different is I used the starfish, and I didn't want to put you through those same steps all over again because they're the exact same steps that you would follow. And I did do something different with this one. For as the embellishment goes, I didn't use the nautical rope, but I did use an anchor, and I hot glued it to the bottom, and I also used the netting ribbon. And the reason why I didn't make them the same is because I was thinking that when you look at two exact same pieces, it's just one piece. But when you look at two different pieces that are the same but are different, it gives your eyes more to look at and your brain something to think about, like how many differences are there in these two pieces? So, so that's along the line that I was thinking when I did this, and I wanted to give you guys two different ways to create this or embellish it. And there's so many options. You can use any type of embellishments to do this with. You can put flowers or ribbon or whatever your heart desires. This is just for inspiration. And there it is. Leave me a comment and let me know what you think, and let me know how you feel about it being two of the same pieces, but at the same time being two different pieces. And I hope you like it as much as I do. And there they are. One and the same, but different. And here's the final reveal. Okay guys, thanks for watching. If there's anything in this video that you like, give me a big thumbs up. Also consider subscribing so you too can be a part of my YouTube family. And don't forget the notification bell. And always, always remember to get lost in what you love. See y'all in the next one.